Hi, welcome to our basic series. Today we are going to go over libraries. Libraries were made as a place to store and organize all of the information that you have that maybe isn't specific to a location or appears on a ton of locations. Libraries are great whether you're tracking species of birds or plants, maybe contractors that you want to keep in touch with and the records of what they're working on, visitors, you can have a record for each one of them, or anything else that might be referenced throughout your platform or your work. Let's say that you have locations for wildlife tracks, scat, kill sites, denning, hunting, or observations. All of those could reference a single library for species. So you could have the wolf and a bear and a fox that then can have all these other observations out in the field that are locations. All right, let's go over how to add libraries and how to use them. On your team page, next to locations, you'll see libraries. Here's a list of all of your libraries that you'll have. Let's create a new library really quick for invasive species. Just like location types, we're going to make a name, a visibility, and we're going to choose an icon. And just like location types, we're going to also add properties. So let's add an image, maybe a definition so people can identify them easily, maybe a severity or how risky these individual species are. And then maybe we'll add some details on treatments and maybe links to additional resources that we would want to follow up on in case there are other areas that we need to treat. Say we have a treatment location type that we want to work with. Let's add our library to this location type. We'll make a reference to the library as a property. And now whenever we have one of our treatments going out, whether we are doing pulling or burning or chemical treatment, whatever it is, we can reference that invasive plant species that we're trying to treat. Now, for each invasive species, we can see all of the locations and all of the work we're putting in the field, and we can run a report on these individual items. This is also true if you were to set up a library for visitors. You could have a visitor that you reference either in a volunteer event, in an educational session, in a compliance issue, whatever it is, wherever that visitor is interacting with your team. Now, over time, your library actually becomes a record for that person and all of your interactions across your team with them. So you have a single record for all of their work. There's so much you can do with libraries, almost as much as you can do with location types. They're fully customizable and can be made to fit you and your team. The possibilities are endless for you. We're excited to see what you make. Thanks for listening in on our basics video for libraries, and stay tuned for our next episode.